Weird face for the rewatch crowd. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Scapegoat. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Mayor. Hey, Rara. How was the charcuterie? The charcuterie? Yeah, it was good. A nice little charcuterie. Hey, oranges. Hey, baby. Hey, be kind. And yes, happy other holidays to people who celebrate other holidays. And happy Wednesday to the people who don't celebrate anything. Hey, Sienna. Okay. Yep. Any good presents? Yep. Yeah, I'll show the presents off. I'll show one of my presents off. I got two presents. I will show one of them off in a couple minutes. Hey, Anunnaki. See ya. I'll show it off in a couple more minutes. Wasn't in this spirit this year, feeling low. Yeah, I mean, I'm never really. Christmas is never really my thing. Yeah, fair. I'll give it a couple more minutes for anyone else to come in before I show off. Charcuterie actually means cheese board. And we had very little cheese, so snack plate. So we had snack plate. We had roast beef for supper. There was cheese. Not a lot of cheese though. There was little cheese. I did quit. I hated the hey trash pandy. Hated my job, so I quit it. I'll give it a couple weeks and then start looking for something else. You also have roast? Cool, cool. Starting at OnlyFans. I'm sure the pork got eaten. Fair bit got eaten. I mean, I'm guessing the next job I get will also suck and make me unhappy, but it'll be a fresh kind of unhappy. All right, so presents. My mom got me a bookcase, which I'll need to. I didn't act so. Got a job at a university. It's nice to maybe try that route. Yeah, maybe. Motivational speaking. Hey, Sharon. Spending Christmas alone. Nice, nice. So yeah, my mom got me a bookcase. Hey, Angela. I didn't bring it home with me tonight. When I saw this bookcase, I was like, okay, so I'll just take a cab home. Yeah, I figured I would just take a cab home so I could bring the bookcase with me. But my eyes were killing me. It's nice spending time with my family, but 9 hours in a smoke-filled apartment. I'm smoking cigarettes. I reached a point where like my eyes were tearing up. I couldn't keep my eyes open. Like literally, I had to close my eyes while I let they both smoke. Yes. Yep. Can't they smoke outside? I mean, it's freezing cold. And yeah, it's like it bothers my eyes. So yeah, so I needed a walk home. Like it's I needed the walk home to be out in like fresh air, fresh clean air. Gotta get goggles. Yeah. So like I was going to cab home, but I absolutely needed to get outside to spend 15 minutes outside, clean air, fresh clean air, cleaning out my eyes. So I did not bring my. So I'll need to pick up my bookcase another time. I will need to pick it up another time. Hey, Yonka Buck. Smell like cigarette? Yeah. Luckily, there's no one around to smell me, so. And my brother. New jacket. New leather jacket. Good fit. Yeah, actually, sleeves are like third. The sleeves are like a third of an inch too long, quarter an inch. Oh, maybe a little bit more than that. Sleeves actually are slightly long on me. Wow. Other than that, it fits perfectly. I mean, it's not like it's not like it's a deal breaker that the sleeves are slightly long. And yeah, it's thick lining. Yeah, it's got a fairly thick lining. Hey, Dagger. So this will be very good for like fall weather, which is the main thing I want it for. Is like, hey, Pika, have I owned a leather jacket before? There's one literally sitting in my closet right now, visible in my closet, Pika. Now you need a Harley. So you know, a closet full of leather jackets. I didn't know. Yeah, it's that's a leather jacket in the closet, and that's like my third leather jacket I've owned. Maybe just my second leather jacket. I also used to have a pleather trench coat when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I got a pleather trench coat. Ladies' trench coat, as a matter of fact. Should I ask for leather trousers for your birthday? No. Trench coat mafia. No, I just thought trench coats looked cool. And like it was like I hadn't even seen the, I hadn't watched The Matrix, so I wasn't influenced by The Matrix. No, I liked leather jackets. I liked leather trench coats. I thought they looked badass. Leather chaps. That's basically it. Jacket, bookcase. Um, my brother was not wearing a Santa hat. Hi, Super Chat. Um, bag of pistachios and pack of scratch tickets. I won $5, which not even like not that's not even worth enough for me to bother going to the store. Like $5, I'm not even going to the store for that. Gift card? Lucky. Not gift cards, like these scratch cards. Like you get like these little booklets that have you know like five scratch games on them. Yeah, there's one that's like bingo, one that's a crossword thing. Shaw Bravado leather jacket. So I won $5, which was not enough for me to be interested in going to the store. My brother won 40. Which is hilarious. Which is hilarious to him because, in the past there have been times when $40 would have been enough to get him to the end of the month. Now that he actually has money, dinner. We had roast beef for dinner. Roast beast. Yeah, we had roast beef. Made the roast beef. My brother. What was that? Roast potatoes and carrots. Also Yorkshire puddings, but I don't like Yorkshire puds. There are Yorkshire puds, but I don't like those. So I didn't have that. Chili and a bunch of snacks. Also sounds good. Dessert. Just like some chocolate set up. I would have tore up that cheese plate. Yeah, that's some nice stuff on it. My brother bought some really expensive stuff. Like he bought some prosciutto, some I don't even remember. I don't even know what they all were, but you know, sort of fancy or by our standards at least, fancy ready to cook. Just on his own. Basically, just taught himself to cook. We had meat and cheese tray. Yeah. Yeah, like there's some grapes on there. There was some, he sliced up some apple really thin. Like really thin slice of apple. And I think there was like naan bread, which I didn't have any. Yeah, my brother was joking that, yeah, my brother was joking that we could tell that he had cashed his inheritance check because he was feeding the cat prosciutto, which, yeah, stereotypical American Italian dinner, something straight out of Sopranos. Sounds good too. Hey, Sable. Games? Nah, we're not a game family. Oh, on a as a bit of a minor Christmas miracle, my post about the snack trade got a comment from Dandy. Yeah, Mari. There was a comment from Dandy. 2 cookies and a cup of coffee today. Doesn't seem like enough food. OG, exactly, yeah. Hey, Larry. Farting and drinking Baileys. Good times, good times. I did get my mom like a little mini bottle of Baileys. My brother usually gets her like, most people, like most of them, my brother got her like a good sized bottle of liqueur. Tia Maria. He got her this year. He got her a bottle of Tia Maria. He'll usually get her something like that. I like to throw in just like a little mini bottle of Bailey's Kahlua, that kind of liqueur. Cook for a living. I cook so much food, it's not even funny. Going from door to door, all my neighbors giving out food. Well, that's fun. Bailey's and coffee good. Yep. Yeah, my mom likes to do that. A lot of times, what she'll often do, which she not always, sometimes she does put it right in the coffee, but what she'll often do is she'll like put the Bailey's, Tea Maria, whatever, like she'll put the liqueur in like a little liqueur glass, and have a drink of coffee, have a drink of the liqueur. Did my good deed for the year. Got it in right under the wire. There, yeah. But sometimes she will put it right in the coffee. So that is too warm for a White Christ. Too warm for a White Christmas. We definitely got a warm White Christmas. We got a warm White Christmas here. Yeah, there's definitely snow. There's quite a bit of snow. Very much a White Christmas. The White Christmas here in Vancouver. Just rain as always. What were you? You got ran over by a reindeer? Good times. I guess we're a jacket and a bookcase. California, we had a little rain yesterday, but sun today. Nice, nice. Habibi. Fire Emblem games? I don't think so. He's Grape Goat. I doubt that I'll play any of the Fire Emblem games. You have fun time? Yeah, it was nice. Nice to get it. Yeah. And what? I don't know. Have I had alcohol? I mean, I have had alcohol in the past, and I just didn't particularly like the drink or like the taste. So yeah, I just stopped bothering. Not about the taste, but the way it makes me feel. And I didn't like the way it made me feel either. While I'm walking distance. Yeah, I mean, sort of just barely within walking distance, but yes. It's alcohol give the war effect. You can lose one normal sensation. No, I just don't particularly like. I don't particularly like how it makes me feel. Like lightheaded and shit. Like it just makes me feel lightheaded in a way that I don't enjoy. Can you touch yourself today? I haven't yet, Scrape Goat. What about weed? Tried it. Didn't inhale it properly, which made me decide to give up on it. Hi, JJ. Have to live far away. Like, I mean, when I lived in Ottawa, yeah. Like when I was still in Ottawa, yeah. I mean, it was one of those things where like there wasn't a convenient way for me to get down there. It just gets lightheaded sometimes. Just makes me forget my troubles and feel okay with my life for a couple hours. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta. Hey, Sam. Sometimes you just gotta. Or guess Santa assumption. Someone's supposed to be the warrior in the cast. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was just, and yeah, like security, chief security, and like his ideas always get shot down. Like anytime he's like, "Shall I raise shields?" No. And he'd be like, "Recommend we go to red alert." No, let's not. Recommend we at least raise shields. No, no, let's not. Mr. Worf was just in the wrong era of Star Trek, so kind of. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I mean, he was well, yeah, he was treated well on DS9. Next Generation just like was all about like peace and love and understanding. So having a dude who's all about fighting, yeah, he didn't really fit in there. He fit in much better on DS9. Take home leftovers. Nah, I mean, none of us were really in the mood to get leftovers ready. Look at Cooler Pin shirts. Not right now. Soon. I'll probably order some new Keat t-shirts soon. Candy? No candy, but I did get a big bag of pistachios. I think Worf could have beaten Spock instead of Kirk in that Vulcan mating episode. Probably. I think Worf could take a Vulcan in a fight. Joining a gym in the new year? Fuck no. Hey, Mary. Joining a gym. Funny, Super Chad. That's funny. James Gunn movie or Zack Snyder? I mean, probably a James Gunn movie. Well, those fruity candies called these kids. The Swedish berries. I still get the Swedish berries. Yeah, that's nice. It's even a Jim Carrey movie. Especially if it's a horror movie. Okay, we need to clarify when we talk about like are we talking about like would I rather be cast in a movie directed by one of those people? Like would I rather be like directed by one of them? Would I rather be cast in one of those movies, or would I rather live in the world? Like would I rather live in one of those worlds? Like would I rather James Gunn direct me, or would I rather live in? Yeah. So like, which way are we going with that, Anunnaki? Sonic the Hedgehog done well at the box office. Yep. I feel like I need to be birthed like a baby. Kubrick or Hitchcock? Oh, fuck both of them. They're direct. Okay. So would I rather have, in that case, by all accounts, Gunn and Snyder are both, by all accounts, really nice dudes. And like, like genuine pleasures to work with. It's from what I've heard, from what I've heard, both James Gunn and Zack Snyder are both really great directors to work with. Super nice guys who are friendly and who give good direction and are like just nice dudes. Kubrick and Hitchcock were both fucking miserable to work for, apparently. Is Hitchcock not good? Hitchcock could be an absolute fucking menace. One of the actresses in Birds almost lost her fucking eye because of Hitchcock. He could be horribly abusive. Kubrick as well could be pretty abusive on set. For The Shining. Both Duvall and Crothers broke down in tears. Duvall said Kubrick made her cry. Yeah, because he would have her do like 100 fucking takes. Scatman Crothers broke down in tears asking Kubrick what he wanted. Like to be in a James Cameron movie. I mean, he seems like a good dude. Yeah, like Shelley Duvall, she was a good actress. Like, she was a really good actress, but Kubrick really soured her on acting for a while. Like, he treated her terribly. And then she never really got, the recognition that she deserved. She never really got the work that she really deserved. Mom used to work with James Cameron when I was younger. Ooh, nice. I don't know. I guess she did continue to work. What's funny is, what's funny is, The Shining and Popeye both came out in the same year. Very different films. You know, like she played Olive Oil in the 1980 Popeye film with uh, with Robin Williams. And that was like the same movie, the same year as The Shining. Before he made Terminator, he was nice whenever I saw him. Yeah, man, he seems like he's probably a nice dude. Fairy Tale Theater, yeah, she did. Yeah, I mean, looking at her filmography, 1980 she did The Shining and Popeye. 1981 she did Time Bandits. Next one was Frankenweenie in 1984. Roxanne in 1987. Suburban Commando in 91. Underneath in 95. 95 onwards, she did start doing a lot more films. But like between 1980 and 1995, 4 movies over the course of 15 years. Like she did 4 movies over the course of 15 years. And one of them was a short film. Yeah, it was like probably more. Very well may have been more as a favor to Tim Burton. Loves the Frog movie she did too. From 1995 until 2002, she did do quite a lot of movies. How about television? Yeah, from 82 to 87, she was doing Fairy Tale Theater. And she did other movies in that time as well. Um, then she was producer on some stuff. It does seem like I do wonder if like The Shining was just such a miserable experience that she just decided to shift to kids entertainment. Because it does seem like after The Shining, there's like just a lot of. Kubrick made a sequel to The Shining. He would call it Shining. Hi, Boogie. Rock and Rhyme, Mother Goose. I do wonder if it's just like this, like that, just that Kubrick made her so miserable that she's like, you know what? No, I need to be around. I need to be entertaining kids. I need to be doing kids shit. Because, like, in all honesty, like reading about how he treated Duvall makes me think less of Kubrick as both a person and, quite frankly, as a director. Like, genuinely, I think less of him as a director because of that. Like, if you can't get decent performances out of people, if you can't get good performances out of good actors without yelling at them, without torturing them, that's a you problem, dude. Like, if you need to torture your actors, to get the performance you want, that is absolutely a you problem. Just Whedon? Yeah, fuck that dude too. Like, Whedon was abusive for a different reason. Whedon wasn't abusive like in order to get good performances. Whedon was abusive as like a power trip thing. Who's Whedon? Joss Whedon. He was the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Also Firefly. He directed the first two Avengers movies. When Zack Snyder's kid died during the production of Justice League, Joss Whedon took over for him and finished production on the Justice League movie. And after that movie came out, one of the actors, Ray Fisher, who played Cyborg, talked about Whedon being abusive towards him. And other people involved in the movie, other actors, backed Fisher up and said, "Oh yeah, he did that shit." Even in the Buffy days, he was like that. The dude who played Spike on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he got yelled at by Whedon for no reason, frankly, just because his character got too popular. Like, Spike became a very popular character, which was not intended. Whedon did not intend that character to be popular. I think he sort of wanted the character to be sort of a one-off, but people loved him so much that they sort of had to bring it back. And Whedon got pissed about that and took it out on the actor. And one of the actresses, Charisma Carpenter. Yeah, I was just going to say that. There was a rule on the set that Whedon could not be left alone with Charisma Carpenter. Like, he could not be left alone with that actress. Which, if a set needs that as a rule, maybe remove the dude the rule is about. Yeah. Sure, it's his show and everything, but why was that? As I recall, sexual harassment. I think that one was sexual harassment. Hey, Brooke. Whedon's ex-wife also said that that Whedon would use his house. It wasn't bad. Yep, that was yours. Whedon would use his reputation as this, great feminist director to hit on women, basically, to prey on women. He made Buffy. He's a big feminist. And then when women, and like young women especially, would be awestruck, starstruck, and Whedon would use that to his advantage. Lawsuits right now, Blake Lively. Good night, Angela. Yep. Buffy was great because of Cat. I mean, like, you cannot undersell the writing on that one. Like, you can't say that the writing wasn't crucial, absolutely crucial to the success of that show. Because while Whedon's style of writing has become much more prevalent in modern television movies, it was very groundbreaking for its time. It was sharp and clever and witty in a way that TV writing just wasn't before that. Not to say the TV writing was bad. It's just it was a different style. And that was like the biggest reason why that show was successful. Okay, guess. Yeah, she got me a bookcase. I didn't bring it home with me tonight. I I was gonna cab home, but I actually my eyes being in that apartment when with my mom and my brother smoking so long, my eyes were getting really really sore. The smoke had really bothered me, so I felt the need to get outside into fresh air, spend some time in fresh air to try to help with that. So I walked home, despite the fact that it was minus 16 degrees, which for Americans is, I think, somewhere around zero. Gotta put it. Yeah, I'll have to put it together. See, I think it was 0 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere around there. So yeah, very cold, but no wind. No wind makes a huge difference, honestly. Negative 16 with no wind feels a lot less cold than negative 6 with wind. Wind chill is always the worst part about winter. So walking home in negative 16, it sucks. It is very cold. But without that wind chill, it's a still coldness. 32 degrees is freezing in America. Yep. Depends on what part of the US you're in, Larry. It very much depends on what part of the US you're in. Some of the northern states, some of those northern states, yeah, they can get that cold. I was, but it was a still cold though. Somehow a still cold doesn't actually feel that bad. It's cold, but without the wind, it's really manageable. It's nowhere near as bad as any temperature with wind chill. Anything below freezing with wind chill is just painful. Take out the wind chill, and a lot of it's not that bad. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is scientifically freezing. Yep. Yeah, I think 32 degrees is 32 Fahrenheit is, I think, the point at which water freezes. Yeah, so 0 degrees Celsius is the freezing point of water. And here it is 16 degrees below that. Canada sounds crazy cold. Depends on where you live. BC. because of the its position, doesn't get as cold because you have the Pacific right there, just changing the weather patterns. So BC doesn't get as cold. I mean, like it's winter. Canada in the winter, yeah, Canada does get bitterly cold. Eastern Ontario does get -20, -30. Might occasionally hit, like around here where I live, like southeastern Ontario, occasionally, very, very rarely, can get even down to like -40. That doesn't have that's very rare for it to get that cold. But -40 is the temperature that is the exact same in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. I think it's -40. It might be -32, but in any event, yeah. It will get -20, -30. Western part of Canada gets cold. Go up to the Vancouver. Yeah, sure. But there are parts of Canada that don't get as cold as others. That said, there are parts that get, there are parts of Canada that get, you will die in a matter of minutes cold. This thing Canada's like the tundra. I mean, I will say a large amount of Canada is tundra. There's a lot of the land, a lot of Canada's land is tundra. And yeah, that's why most Canadians live in the south, because above a certain point, it starts to become basically unlivable. So most of our population lives pretty close to the border. Someone needs to confiscate this popcorn tin from me. You're fine. You're fine. Hey, color purple. Much land is livable land and none of it. Yeah, I mean basically nothing. Yeah, like there are small indigenous small communities of Inuit up there, but yeah, it is pretty much unlivable. So you do get very small communities. Like I forget how many people even live there, but I mean, there's only there's only a few thousand people living in the entire territory. Yeah, so little over 40,000 people living in none of it. largest city is Iqaluit, and that one's got, barely 7,500 people. The rest of the population is just, small communities. You know, 1,000 people here, 2,000 people there. Did I take a leverage out there? That one I don't know about. I almost got a library job in Whitehorse, and that one's got a population of less than 30,000 people. That would have been, pretty cold itself. And that one's, and Whitehorse is like, that's a city that has technically been built up. He's such a. Let's see my schlong. Well, you're gonna have to work for that. Gonna have to buy me dinner. Gonna have to take me out on some dates. You're gonna have to take me out on a few dates before that happens, Sacha. I'm not putting out easy. Got the dome. I do want to say for the record that my dog is pretty average. Yeah, it is basically average. Hey, Tyler. Prove it. No. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove. Also, prove that you don't have a big dick is a weird thing to try to force someone to prove. Anyway. So I'll need to buy myself some books soon. So sometime in the next few days, Star Trek Discovery got canceled and released. I mean, canceled, yes. Released from canon, no. I mean, it's still canon. But yeah, I know it was canceled. I talked about it on. I did a review video of the final season. So it's not erased from canon. Yes, they didn't erase Discovery from canon. There's a small subset of nostalgia blinded Trek fans who wanted erased from canon, but the show is still canon. It's still considered to have taken place in the history of the franchise. Like that Star Trek Discovery, or not as Discovery, that new show, Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Like they're making a new series that is spinning off from Discovery. You know, Starfleet Academy is going to be set in the future that Discovery went to. It's going to be set in like that future that that Discovery traveled to. It's even going to feature at least one character from Discovery, Jet Reno. You have anyone else? No, and yes, Tilly will show up, and Vance will show up. So, and also, the Doctor is going to show up, which is very cool. So apparently, Tashiana Maslany is going to have a role, which, yay, she's great. She just seems like a really fun person. Love to play Cyberpunk 2077 with you. I mean, it's a single player game, so playing with I don't know how we would play it together when it's a single player game. Watching Squid Game season 2? No. I will say it is deeply gross that the creator had to do a second season of Squid Games because he got so little money for the first season, despite its huge success, that he needed to do a second season to pay for like health issues. Hey, Gigi. Like it is disgusting, considering how hugely successful that movie, that show was. That he got fucking nothing. Never saw it. Neither did I. And like that is basically what the show is about. Basically, is rich people exploiting poor people for their own entertainment. And yeah, and then Netflix goes ahead and exploits this dude. You know, like they're fucking licensing Squid Game's toys for fucking McDonald's Happy Meals. And then this guy's seeing none of that money. Thoughts on Luigi? I sympathize with him. Some practicing their beauty steps. Hey, Ritter. Would I want to own a Domino's franchise if it's offered for free? I'm gonna say no. That seems like way too much work. That seems like way more work than I'd actually be interested in putting in. Maker's Mark. But then people are criticizing leftists for supporting Luigi. Those people are absolutely showing their worldview. Like the people who are like getting all pissy about people expressing support for Luigi, they are showing their priorities. Because thousands of people dying from the stroke of a pen, from an algorithm on a computer, that's totally fine. One rich dude gets killed, and it's terrorism. It's how horrible that this dude who pushed he's AI denying claims. Yeah, how horrible that this dude who pushed for the idea of using AI to automatically reject people's claims. How dare people not be upset at this dude's murder? Like, fuck that dude. Least favorite pizza place. I'm eating it right now. Daughter bought a small half mushroom, half pineapple. Leftist. No, left. Like, there's liberals who are upset about the support of Luigi. Leftists are the ones who are absolutely like one down. Insulin is not hard to produce if the person in the United States is saying, yep. Is it okay to take volunteer on hand? No. But eat the rich. Like, it's not okay to take the law into your own hands, but at the same time, I absolutely should not. I absolutely do not blame Luigi for killing a health executive CEO, health company CEO. Didn't have shortbread cookies. Like, nice. Is it okay to take two lawn men into your hands with their first cousins? I'm gonna say no. Fuck the police doesn't mean that way. I love to do illegal things, but I hate when I get caught. Think I'll get the death penalty. I mean, the prosecution's pushing for it. The defense, I imagine, will push for like a sort of extenuating circumstances that he. It is hard to tell. He's too dreamy to die. Because like they all like the people in power. Yeah, they really want to make an example of him as a way of discouraging anyone else from you know from going after rich people. Because because the system, like the system is set up to absolutely prioritize the lives of rich people over the lives of regular people. Want to be a vigilante like Charles Bronson in Death Wish? I do not like. I don't actually support vigilantism, but it's one of those things. Is like, I don't support vigilantism. I don't support murder, but you had healthy, you have self care. You might. I mean, like I said, like I don't have U.S. healthcare system, but I've read enough about the U.S. healthcare system that like that's why I have like that's why I throw in that but. It's like the Punisher, except the Punisher goes after like the mafia. The Punisher doesn't go after you know executives who kill thousands in order to promote share in order to enhance shareholder profits. Bankers and destroys people. Yep, absolutely does. Like I said, you know, thousands like that dude has killed thousands of people. That Thompson dude, that CEO, that CEO who got killed, um, he's responsible for thousands of deaths. He's killed thousands of people, but he did it in a way that made profits for shareholders. So those deaths don't count. Basically, murder is legal if it's profitable. But like Luigi's actions are deliberate, but ill health is nature can be seen as guilty. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things where like it was deliberate, but chronic pain fucks you up. So the lawyer's probably going to argue that living with chronic pain left Luigi like with that it affected his mental health, basically that he was insane. I think they got the right guy. Yeah, probably. Sister had to start to fund me. That's where my baby needs to get chemo. Yep. So yeah. Hello, Greg. And yeah, at this point, like I think the biggest issue the prosecution's going to face is finding a jury who is not sympathetic to somebody who is pissed off at their health insurance. CEOs don't get to the level by being nice people. Right. They get there by being evil, exploitative monsters. Any new toys? No toys. I got a leather jacket and I got a bookcase. buddy gave the bookcases are useless. I mean, they're not. Wouldn't have been my preference, but yeah, I like good nice bookcases. Really cool, really nice stuff. We're grateful to our children's hospital, but health insurance fraud. Yep. We'll need to figure out where to put my bookcase. Probably have to put. I'll have to put it in my room, my bedroom. Shame that you won't be able to see my bookcase. Talk with whoever get to be a leather jacket. Right, but like this one is flaking. Like this jacket here, I needed to replace it. This leather jacket is flaking, so I needed to replace it. Right. It's actually a Levi. It is actually a Levi's jacket. Levi's brand. No hood, no. Putting books in after they've been strategically placed in photos for social media. You're not wrong. That's right. Then my head gets wet. Pretty sure it doesn't have a hood, at least. Nah, it doesn't have a hood. I'm not sure what this is for. What the hell is this? Okay, so that's just for taking off that bit. Good material? Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a good material. And apparently this bit here can come off if I need to, but it looks nice though. Why would you want to take that bit off? It looks nice. Why remove the bit that looks nice? Let's try it on. I did try it on earlier. I was thinking of only covering personal anesthesia during surgery. Yeah. I did show it off earlier, but I'll show it off again here. See? It is nice. It is a nice jacket. And it's got a pocket for my sunglasses. Got an inside pocket as well if I want to put my sunglasses in my inside pocket instead. It's giving sheriff. I can see that. Looking Fonzie. Looking like Fonz over there. All right, and now that I have shown my jacket off again, I think I'm going to end it for tonight. I think I'm going to call it a night. Officer, don't insult me, Anunnaki. I'm no cop. Hey. 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 Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Thanks for coming. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for coming. And I'll see you tomorrow. And good night.